Is Rigathi Gachagua really keen in making William Samoei Ruto a one-time president? What is your answer? Let me read your answer in the comment section below. So, Rigathi Gachagua recently, in fact yesterday part 1, he made a statement, na majority of people, they termed it as a reckless statement.
DCP is a party for Nairobi, na sisi tumepangana vizuri na kiongozi wa Wiper ambaye amekuwa akisaidia ODM hapa Nairobi. Tumekubaliana kiti cha gavana kitachukuliwa na DCP. Kiti cha seneta kitachukuliwa na DCP. Kiti cha women rep kitachukuliwa na DCP. Tumekubaliana na Wiper kati ya viti 17. Kati ya DCP na Wiper tutachukua viti 16. Na kati ya viti 85 ya ward between DCP and Wiper tutachukua 75.
And that statement is said, particularly in Nairobi, he said that DCP, under the leadership of Rigathi Gachagua, have agreed with Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, who is the leader of Wiper, that in Nairobi, they have agreed that the seat of the governor should go to DCP, the seat of the senator should go to the DCP, the seat of women rep should go to DCP. Out of 17 of members of parliament in Nairobi, 16 should go to DCP, 1 to Wiper. Now, of course, we have 1 for Wiper, so Wiper is sorted. Upper, where are the rest of members, especially the principals of United Opposition? The likes of Fred Matiang'i, where is he? The likes of George Natembea, the likes of Eugene wamalwa, the likes of Mother Karua, wako wapi? Now that tuseme ako kamoja kakiti ka Nairobi kamoja ka Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, tuseme ako sorted. Where are the rest? Is this man actually interested in removing William Samoei Ruto from office? Statements like that make me conclude like Rigathi Gachagua ana play a game here, and probably he has realized that removing William Samoei Ruto is not going to be easy. The only way to make him relevant is having numbers in terms of elected leaders. So that is why Rigathi Gachagua is so keen in having majority elected members of parliament, members of county assembly, women reps, senators, governors, and of course, you get it. So, do you know the advantage of having many elected members? Gachagua, we have a very strong bargaining power. Look at this, for example, Baba amekuwa aliaga dunia na sija come in terms anyway, but let me talk about this. Baba hajaitangazwa mshindi, hajaingia State House. Kumekuwa na claims that he has been winning, especially at 2027 and 2017, 2007 and 2017, but he was not declared the winner. But since Baba had numbers, since Baba had numbers, had majority. In fact, in 2007, he had majority. In fact, majority, kuliko even the ruling party ya PNU. ODM had the majority member of parliament kuliko the ruling party of PNU. Kibaki had to do some shady deals in order miswada ipite kwa bunge kwa sababu hakuwa na numbers. In fact, the speaker of the National Assembly was a ODM member. Marende, Speaker Kennedy Marende was an ODM member. Ruling party, PNU. So that is why Raila Odinga, they signed a deal, and Raila Odinga became the Prime Minister of Kenya, courtesy of numbers. In 2017, courtesy of numbers, Raila Amolo Odinga alipata share in the handshake, hata kama haikuwa mzuri sana, but alichungwa, alilindwa vizuri. In 2022, Raila had numbers. Hakukuwa declared a winner. Raila had numbers. He had in the so-called broad-based government, watu akina Joe, akina Mbadi, akina Oparanya, na yule mwingine wanafanya under broad based government, they are cabinet secretaries, na kuna slots zingine, kuna government state works jobs watu wake wanafanya, na Raila alikuwa protected, alichungwa vizuri na hata akapewa state funeral. Anyway, may his soul rest in peace. But you have seen having numbers venye inaweza kufanya uwe, hata kama directly you have not that powers, but through elected leaders you have a very strong bargaining power. So that is exactly Rigathi Gachagua anataka. Now that Fred Matiang'i is vying with the Jubilee Party, Rigathi Gachagua can't entertain unnecessary competition, despite the fact that the Jubilee, under the leadership of the former President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, agreed to work with Geoffrey Rigathi Gachagua, agreed to solve their differences, and in fact warned the members of Jubilee who are abusing the DCP party leader Rigathi Gachagua. Rigathi Gachagua himself is not willing to support Fred Matiang'i, and here is the reason. One, supporting Fred Matiang'i for presidency is going to deny Rigathi Gachagua a majority of elected members, especially from the mountain, where Rigathi Gachagua get the bargaining power from. If indeed Rigathi Gachagua was keen in unseating President William Samoei Ruto, angekuwa na care, he wouldn't care about eti Fred Matiang'i nikimunga mkono nitapoteza majority of elected leaders, especially from the mountain. As long as kutakuwa na share huko, angekea. But since the guy is interested more on gaining that bargaining power if he wins majority of elected leaders, especially from the mountain and Kikuyu dominated areas, what next now? The opposition need to be, if indeed they are keen in presidency in 2027, especially Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, they need to get down as a matter of urgency. They need to discuss this issue and agree before it is too late, because these sentiments like this are likely to scare other opposition principals, the likes of wamalwa, the likes of Fred Matiang'i, ambao party zao hazikuwa mentioned anywhere in Nairobi. Na watu kama hao wanataka wakae president. Yeah. For instance, Fred Matiang'i is a formidable presidential candidate, and he can be a presidential flag bearer, especially fronted by united opposition. Now, if they don't have a say in Nairobi, a president who has no say in Nairobi, surely hiyo ni njia moja ya kuambia hawatakiwi, hawako, yani hawafikiriwi katika in united opposition. Wako tu in united opposition, wako tu hawatakiwi. You can't tell me that Gachagua ama the like-minded wenye wanafikiria kama yeye ati wanaweza divide the seats in Nairobi, then wanadividia wao wenyewe, especially to DCP, alafu uniambie huyo mtu anafikiria watu kama Fred Matiang'i ama Eugene Wamalwa, Martha Karua, George Natembea, Fred Matiang'i, get down. In fact, even Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, the fact that Rigathi Gachagua anakudanganya eti atakumake president of the Republic of Kenya, huyo jamaa tuseme mkishinda, kama wewe ndio utakuwa presidential candidate, kama wewe ndio in case mshinde, huyu jamaa atakusabotage kabisa. Kama jamaa alifukuzwa na Ruto, who are you? This guy wants somebody who he can easily control, and that is why he's not keen in supporting Fred Matiang'i. So kaa chini, Fred Matiang'i, Martha Karua, Eugene Wamalwa, Kalonzo Stephen Musyoka, kaa chini as a matter of urgency. Zungumza, talk about this, have an agreement, do this, avoid this small mistake. Itawakosti kabisa. Ninawaona 18. Sisi tuko nyuma yenu opposition. Asua vile hii serikali ya William Samoei Ruto is unpopular hivi na mna take chances, you should nyinyi ninawaonea 18, you should not take chances. Hii serikali is unpopular, and in fact majority of the analysts wanasema kwamba this is a easiest government to unseat. But hii mchanganyiko DJ, hii mchanganyiko This is mchanganyiko ambayo itawa cost. You need to sit down, you get down into serious business, discuss, agree, avoid some of these reckless statements, especially by top leadership, the likes of Gachagua. So reckless. Yeah, so reckless. Anyway, that was my views. I don't know your views. Probably you have a divergent view. Kindly let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell so that you are notified every time we post a new video like this. See you in the next video. My name is AC Born. Bye.